So, bonjour à tous, hola a todos. I'm Yuli from ChinaGAP, and I'm here with Tagu, the support of G2, after the first group stage game against no one else than the former world champion from Korea, Damwon Kia. Targamas, thank you for accepting the interview. So, first of all, comment ça va? How do you feel after your first Worlds match in the arena, even though sadly the game didn't went as expected?
Not the greatest, of course. Not gonna feel good after we lost the first game, but I think we still have 5 games to go, so it's not like the biggest of the deal that we lost game one. Of course, I would have liked to. I mean, we would all have liked to start wars with a win, right? Then it all makes things more easy for the rest of the group stage. But now, just need to refocus, not overthink about what happened in the game because I think it went bad like really fast. So I just think we need to reset our mental and just refocus, and then we should be good for the next games.
Okay, actually, I wanted to immediately pick up on the mindset thing I should talk about. So, particularly, I wanted to know how was it for you playing against someone on stage? Because, as you might know, G2 has quite a history, and some might say even a rivalry with Damwon at Worlds. And did you have any special feelings on playing against them on stage, especially when you think about the core top side of DK with Nuguri, Canyon, and Showmaker?
Yeah, I mean, of course, it feels special to play against like these kind of players, but I played MSI as well before, so it's not like my first time playing against world champions. Uh, so I didn't really feel anything like more pressure or anything for me. It's already like it's a world's game, so no matter what, no matter who we play against, I'm always gonna be hyped and very focused, and like doesn't matter who I play against, I just treat it like every world's game. But yeah, it's of course really like special to play against such a team.
Okay. So yeah, you mentioned you played already at MSI against the T1 bot lane especially, and you mentioned also in the last LEC interview that you had that you really want to match against them again, against Gumayushi Karya. But are there also any other bot lanes that you really want or experience that you really want to play against from scrims, from watching them again as for preparation? Because now you played also against the um, Nikkei bot lane with Doctem and Kellen that also have a very fantastic play style and also sometimes very unique. So is there sometimes that you have caught an eye on?
I just think there's just so many good bot lanes. Like almost every team has a very strong duo. Um, yeah, I think most like there are 16 teams in the group stage. I can think of at least 10 that have like really that are known for their bot lane. So I don't think there's anyone in particular. I'm just looking forward to uh play group stage and hopefully we can qualify to the playoffs and then we get to face more teams. That would be fun. But I like any team for me. As I said in the previous question, I'm just really happy to be playing Worlds, and any team I face, I will feel hyped.
So um, regarding one thing, many people after seeing the draft were very surprised about the approach that G2 went today. I had the feeling because we saw that you had a very playing through bot lane style of draft with high prior bot lane, and Caps was not in his usual playmakers that we see him often on. So, can you tell us a bit more about this approach, especially when you think about this the first group stage game that we have, and you immediately go, okay, we go full out on bot lane.
Yeah, for us, it's something that people don't expect, right? Because I think when we try to play the more bot lane oriented style, it never really worked for us. Like when we tried to play Kalista uh, in summer or at MSI, even it was not working very well. But I think the Caitlyn is like really important pick at Worlds. It's currently I mean, in planes it was not picked that much, but I think the better teams is a pick that is really scary for the better teams. I think in group stage we're gonna see a lot more Caitlyn bans and Caitlyn that just takes over the game if you leave Caitlyn to a bot lane like Genji or other teams. I mean, we didn't scrim that much team, right? I mean, I say Genji, but we didn't even scrim them. But I can imagine that if you leave Caitlyn to a really strong bot lane, she's just gonna take over the game. But yeah, it's about the Seraphine pick. It's just something we feel is like a really strong champion. And even if Caps is not on a play making champ, we for us we just want to draft something that we feel is good, right? And we had good success on in scrims. Uh, Also, I think Caitlyn is something that was working well for us. So I think it just didn't go well this game. It was some very unfortunate stuff at Herald, and then the game just felt unplayable after we get aced at 8 minutes. So I wouldn't mind too much about what happened because I still think we are confident in what we played.
Okay, so actually, you also again touched on something I wanted to ask you because G2 came very late to the world's preparation and onto an A, and usually what we have is that we have a different kind of metas and between the European teams and the Asian teams. So did you have any special approach because this time how somehow predicting what might the Korean and Asian teams might play in compared to like the European meta that you are probably in a bubble in?
Yeah, for sure. It was not the most optimal thing. We were swimming rogue for about a week, so it kind of becomes, as you said, a bubble where we we are practicing stuff, but we could just be completely wrong. But I think after watching planes and after having a few scrims here against the Asian teams, I think that we have a good read on the meta. Like at least, I mean, today we lost, of course, right? But if you asked me this question before we played our game, I was really confident in our read, and to be honest, I still am. That I think we know what's good, we know what's kind of bait picks. Like at least we like I think we just have really like we have answers. I think we're still good, like really prepared about everything that can come to us. We just need to play better for me. Like
Okay.
that's what matters the most.
One question that I had is, um, can you teach the Chinese fans one word, one sentence that they should remember when they watch G2 or you?
Ooh, that's that's a hard question. I think for us, one word that we use a lot in the team is banger because it means like that something is really. My English is not the best, so it's hard to explain.
Yeah.
But a banger is like something very. Imagine you make a banger play. It's like something very special, very good play, very unexpected. Like, yeah, kind of just something amazing, right? And it's
Okay,
something we use a
perfect.
lot in the team.
Okay, so and the very last thing, any words to your fans, including the Chinese fans who always supported you and G2 and hope for G2's revenge in the second game against someone?
Yeah, I mean, thank you to everyone supporting us. We started with the loss. Of course, it's not the greatest showing, but I think everyone here is working really hard, and I'm still really confident and hopeful for the future. I think we have decent scrim results, like more, like better than what we could expect coming into Worlds, because usually the European teams, I mean, the Western teams get like a bit stomped in scrims, and I think we are doing quite well. So I'm not feeling down after the first loss. I'm still really confident in the rest of the games, and I hope we can make you guys proud.
Ok, perfect. Targu, merci pour cette interview. Je te souhaite bonne chance pour tout.
Thank you, merci.